Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Temperatures have dropped well below zero as a severe cold snap takes hold of most of the country. The European weather alert system Meteo Alarm has issued a severe weather warning for Croatia due to high winds, extreme cold and snow. The temperature in Gorski Kotar in the town of Delnice was minus 14 this morning, the lowest in the country. Delnice also has around 162 centimeters of snow and more is expected to fall. Conditions in the capital were also frosty this morning with the mercury at around minus 11. Temperatures are expected to dip even lower over the next few days. The severe weather has made driving conditions dangerous. On a slippery, snow-covered road this morning, 20 people were injured when a bus collided with a freight truck near Gornje Jelenje in Gorski Kotar. The injured drivers and passengers were treated at a hospital in Rijeka. None of the injuries are life-threatening. Prime Minister Andrej Plenković is expected to name the new crisis manager for Agrokor by Wednesday at the latest. The new appointee will replace Ante Ramljak, who resigned in the wake of revelations that he had hired his former employer as a consultant in the restructuring process. The Prime Minister met with representatives of Agrokor's creditors today to discuss how to move forward on a settlement after the setback.
The issues at hand were the settlement process, the negotiations, and de-escalating this situation. All of us involved have confirmed that we want to reach a settlement.
We hope to resume the talks where we left off. Farmers will be getting ready for the spring sowing season in about a week. All of Agrokor's farm product suppliers expect the situation to be resolved by then.
We expect to have the name of the new administrator announced shortly. We're waiting, like all of you are. I think it's important to recognize that this is a process that will involve all of the creditors and suppliers working together. We had a very constructive meeting where everyone is very committed to working together to find a solution that benefits the customers, the employees, and the people of Croatia.
Before meeting with creditors, the Prime Minister addressed the issue with his political partners.
Everything is going according to plan. You'll find out soon. When? Very soon. Yes, he has our backing. We all have the same goal, and that is that the crisis manager finishes the job within the deadline set by the law, and that the settlement results in the best possible outcome for Croatia's economy, jobs, and industry. We agree on this with the Prime Minister, and he has our backing. We'll have a new crisis manager by midweek. What did you talk about? What I just told you. Did he mention any names? The Prime Minister will address this at a news conference. It would be imprudent for us to speak about it.
Agrokor's ousted owner Ivica Todorić, who is fighting extradition to Croatia from the UK, has taken to video blogging to comment on what is happening with the company. He has accused Economy Minister Martina Dalić of conspiring with predatory investors and this time around addressed Agrokor's restructuring consultants, Alex Partners.
They brought in Alex Partners, a company registered in Ukraine which did business there with a private company that was later nationalized, and now they are working with the state against it and facing a lawsuit in the EU. Alex Partners is a company for laundering money.
Most leader Božo Petrov told reporters today that his party would not be silent about all the negative things that were going on in the country and that they plan to go forward with an initiative to recall Deputy Prime Minister Martina Dalić over the handling of the Agrokor crisis.
We will vote yes on this measure. Will other opposition MPs do the same? That remains to be seen. Will she be recalled? That depends on the rest of the opposition.
Malta's president, who is in Zagreb for an official visit, has announced her country is lifting restrictions on Croatian workers. President Marie-Louise Collero-Preka met with President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović today. She is also accompanied by a Maltese business delegation. Malta's economy grew by 5.5% in 2017 and is expected to grow at a rate of 7.2% this year.
It is with this confidence that we come to Croatia seeking worthwhile collaborations and sustainable partnerships for the mutual benefit of both our businesses and our peoples.
Relations with Malta are extremely important to me in relation to strengthening Croatia's foreign policy in the Mediterranean. I often underscore that Croatia must reach beyond the area of southeastern Europe.
Croatian fishermen Ezio Kocijancic and Diego Makovac, who work in Savudrija Bay, have been fined by Slovenian fishing inspectors. Both men were fined for refusing to allow a Slovenian inspector to board their fishing boats. The men received 9 tickets in total, each carrying a fine of €840.
I never stopped the Slovenian inspector from coming on board. He didn't even ask. It was standard operating procedure for our police officers to step in and protect us.
Taking a quick look at sports, Croatia's first football league has canceled 4 games in the latest round of play due to the severe winter weather this weekend and today. Rijeka Dinamo will play on March 7th, while Cibalia and Rudeš will take to the pitch a day earlier. Inter versus Istra has not been rescheduled yet, while Lokomotiva and Osijek were pushed back for a second time to March 7th.
Cloudy skies and occasional snow are expected in the interior on Tuesday. On the coast, it will be partly sunny during the day, with some traces of light snow in the north and south, mostly overnight and in the morning. There will be a high northeasterly wind along the shore until around midday, when it will begin to fall and shift to a northwesterly. The morning chill will continue with lows in the interior from -14 to -8 and from -6 to 0 along the coast. Daytime temperatures won't be much warmer. Highs in the interior will be between -10 and -5, and on the coast between -2 and +3. The 3-day outlook calls for fewer clouds and milder winds, but temperatures overnight and in the morning will drop even lower, up to -20 in some areas of the northwestern interior. Another storm is coming late Thursday, bringing more snow, while freezing rain is expected on Friday. On the coast, it will be sunny on Wednesday. The morning will be cold and windy. Cloudy skies, snow, and sleet will return on Thursday. Snow will turn into rain on Friday as winds shift to an east-southeasterly direction, and temperatures will begin to rise.
And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.